We begin during the 31st century, in a world where humans live in scattered tribal-like populations with limited access to technology. Their technologically advanced predecessors are remembered as the Old Ones. Large robotic creatures, known as machines, dominate the Earth. For the most part, they peacefully coexist with humans, who occasionally hunt them for parts. However, a phenomenon known as the derangement has caused machines to become more aggressive towards humans, with larger and deadlier machines beginning to appear. The four primary tribes encountered are the Nora, the Carja, the Banuk, and the Osram. The Nora are fierce hunter-gatherers who live in the mountains and worship nature as the All-Mother. The Carja are desert-dwelling city builders who worship the sun. The Banuk consists of hunters and shamans who live in snowy mountains and adore the machines. The Osram are tinkerers known for their metalworking, brewing, and arguing. Aloy was cast out from the Nora tribe at birth and raised by an outcast named Ross. As a child, she obtained a Focus, a small augmented reality device that gives her special perceptive abilities. After coming of age, Aloy enters a competition called the Proving to win the right to become a Nora Brave, and by extension, a member of the Nora tribe. Aloy wins the competition, but the Nora are attacked by cultists. Aloy is almost killed by their leader, Helis, but Ross sacrifices himself to save her. When Aloy awakens, a matriarch, one of the tribe's leaders, explains that the cultists had gained control of corrupted machines. Aloy learns that as an infant, she was found at the foot of a sealed door beneath the Nora mountain. Osram tribe's Olin informs Aloy that the cultists are part of a rebel Carja faction called the Eclipse, and indicates that Aloy was targeted due to a resemblance to an old-world scientist named Dr. Elizabeth Sobek. Aloy locates the remnants of an old-world company called Pharaoh Automated Solutions, and discovers that the world was destroyed nearly 1,000 years ago after Pharaoh lost control of its automated Peacekeeper military robots. The robots, which could self-replicate and consumed biomass as fuel, overran the planet and consumed the biosphere, stripping Earth of all life. Project Zero Dawn, a top-secret project spearheaded by Dr. Sobek, was a plan to create an automated terraforming system to eventually shut the robots down and restore life to Earth. Aloy is contacted by Sylens, a secretive figure interested in uncovering what happened to the Old Ones. Aloy eventually learns that Dr. Sobek was sent to an orbital launch base to complete Zero Dawn, and Sylens reveals that the base is located under the Citadel, the center of the Eclipse faction's power. Aloy heads for the base, and inside, she discovers that Zero Dawn was a vast underground system of databases, factories, and cloning facilities controlled by a single artificial intelligence called Gaia. Once all life had been extinguished, Gaia developed a countermeasure to deactivate all of the Pharaoh robots and build its own robots to restore the Earth's biosphere. Once the planet was habitable again, Gaia reseeded life on Earth based on stored DNA and taught the first human clones not to repeat their predecessors' past mistakes. However, Apollo, the system designed to teach the new humans, was sabotaged by Pharaoh's founder and CEO, Theodore Pharaoh, in a fit of hopelessness, and the cradle-born humans were reduced to a tribal, minimalistic society. Hades is one of Gaia's subsystems, designed to enact a controlled extinction if the outcome of Zero Dawn was not favorable for human existence. Reaching Dr. Sobek's office, Aloy downloads a registry to give her access to the Nora Mountain's sealed door. She is captured by Helis and sentenced to death at the Citadel, but escapes with the help of Sylens. Aloy helps the Nora tribe fight off the Eclipse faction and ends up at Nora Mountain's sealed door. She finds a recording left behind by Gaia, revealing that a signal of unknown origin caused Hades to activate and seize control of her functions. As a last resort, Gaia self-destructed in order to stop Hades. Without Gaia to maintain the terraforming process, the entire system began to break down. As a contingency plan, Gaia created a clone of Dr. Sobek in the form of Aloy, in the hope that she would find Gaia's message, destroy Hades, and restore Gaia's functions. Aloy learns that Dr. Sobek sacrificed her life to ensure the Pharaoh robot swarm would not find Gaia. Aloy manages to obtain the master override necessary to destroy Hades. Sylens admits that he was the original founder of the Eclipse, tempted by Hades' promises of knowledge. With Sylens' help, Aloy surmises that Hades means to send a signal to reactivate the Pharaoh robots to once again extinguish all life on Earth. Aloy kills Helis and helps fight off waves of corrupted machines before stabbing Hades with Sylens' lance, activating the Master Override and ending the war. She journeys to Dr. Sobek's old home, finding her corpse, and has a moment of mourning for her predecessor. Hades is still alive, but is trapped by Sylens, who intends to interrogate it to obtain its knowledge, including learning who sent the signal that originally activated it.